This was an unfair one-on-one. A 13-year-old boy stood on an NBA court, facing off against the Cavaliers franchise star. The 6'-meter-tall player wore a smug smile, but in the next second, the boy easily blew past him for a layup. The star's grin faded. Once again, the boy crossed him over effortlessly. With a quick step back, he launched a three-pointer. The ball swished through the net. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause. After being repeatedly humiliated, the star player felt embarrassed. He yanked off his jacket. Now he was ready to get serious. He urged the boy to attack, but once again, he was outmaneuvered. The boy leaped into the air and dunked the ball. For a moment, the arena went completely silent. Everyone was stunned. Seconds later, the crowd burst into cheers. The Cavaliers franchise star was utterly dominated by a 13-year-old boy. How could he be so incredible? It all started with a pair of magical sneakers. Living in an orphanage, the boy loved basketball, but his short stature made him an easy target for ridicule. One day, a nun brought in a batch of donated items. Among them, the boy found a decent pair of basketball shoes. MJ, Michael Jordan. He couldn't believe it, but the bully snatched the shoes, hurled them high, and they landed on a power line. That night, amidst thunder, lightning, and pouring rain, the boy was convinced they were Jordan's shoes. Determined, he climbed a tree in the storm, reaching for the shoes with all his might. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck. He fell hard to the ground, but miraculously, he was unharmed. By morning, he was transformed. Ever since he wore those sneakers, he seemed to have Jordan's skills, becoming unstoppable. The Cavaliers manager soon approached the orphanage. The team wanted to sign the boy. It was all just a publicity stunt to boost ticket sales. The money-hungry orphanage director didn't care. Hearing there was cash involved, he immediately agreed to let the 13-year-old join the team. The arena was packed, but the coach had no intention of playing him. The boy sat on the bench as a substitute. The game began, and the Cavaliers were struggling. Meanwhile, the boy was excitedly cheering for his idol, an opposing player. He, still frustrated, was pinned down by his teammates. As the team continued to lose points, the coach called a timeout. Finally, the coach decided to put the boy in the game. But there was a problem. The boy was wearing a brand new pair of sneakers. He was shoved onto the court, and the ball was forced into his hands. The scene was chaos. Feeling helpless, the boy called for a timeout. He ran off the court, claiming he needed to use the bathroom. The crowd was bewildered. Moments later, the boy returned, now wearing his old, battered sneakers. He stepped back onto the court, ready to have his moment of glory. The 13-year-old boy's peak performance had just begun.